suffered for more. Chase what we work for. Head for the cussing, but the hatred it made us cuss more. Held on, it was hard. Stepped up, took charge, ran through what we scared of. What was we afraid for? Look at what we made of. Hard times that made us. Being here is alright, but must believe we want more.
The legendary pioneer, you don't mind me calling you Pioneer OG Big V from Nappy Roots, right?
What up, mama? Chillin'. Pioneer, gray-headed, outlet, big onion, power bunion. Still doing what I do. What's happening with you?
Okay, now you still making music, you still making it hot though. So with that being said, tell us, and like I said, this is a pioneer, y'all. So this is making Wednesday a gray hump day. All right.
Way back Wednesday.
Yes. So
And tonight too.
period. So what was it about hip hop that was so seductive that you had to be part of it?
I take it back when I was watching Crush Groove in the 4th grade. And Run was mad at his brother. He said, there's been a whole lot of entertainers on this stage here tonight, but I want you to know one thing. What? This is my house, and they was doing Run's house. And the way they was, that was 85. I was in the 4th grade. And then, Big Daddy Kane slashing his eyebrows in 88. And then I ran into a voice, Scarface, mind played tricks on me early on. And then my grandma being from Tennessee, 8 Ball and MJG was just a natural fit. And I didn't want to be anything else,
Well, listen, once you got hooked on Scarface, it was like, that's what it was.
Oh boy. It was like going in the yard watching Come Fly With Me tapes, trying to imitate his moves, And then, over that process became Kobe Bryant or something like that myself. But man, definitely, Brad Young, yo.
Yeah, no, I see it. I mean, that's when I listen to your rap, even now, it's reminiscent to that style of hip hop, believe it or not. So, and I'm sure, I don't know if you've been told that before, but like your cadence is crazy. Now, forming Nappy Roots in college is just chaotic. What was that creative space like back then?
For me, it was different. I had quit college to raise a kid, and I had already been hit by a tow motor. So my partners was young and free. It seemed like they was young bucks. And me, this was a narrow chance of a bit of reality coming from a small town. So the homie Scales played ball with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His son played at Western Kentucky. And Fiskos had let ball go to be a rapper. So we was around those people too. And it was just destined. And to be with 5 Black men that took the next step away from their parents, knowing that statistically it is that way or this way.
Thanks.
And so, it was just 20 some odd years ago. It was like, okay. And I'm still, we still rooted in different places, and we're not friends, so to speak. I met them in college. I hadn't been in the room with them in 10 years. Or I had a conversation. But time is time, and people are people.
I mean, it's business.
Yeah, so, and I was a cannabis guy before Nappy Roots, and I was a solo artist before Nappy Roots. So after, the kid's mother dropped the kids off at my mom and never looked back as an adult, I had to put rap to the back. So I left rap. So the last 11 years I've been raising kids, graduating and college people and doing all that good stuff, getting them baptized. And so that mission completed. And, still got some stories and shared life. And I walked away from rap. It didn't walk away from me. And to already come into it with identity. Um, I think is key for me.
It's huge. I mean, you're matured. You talk with reverence and maturity, and
Yeah.
that speaks to you. We have a lot of old school rappers who's like, "Nah, I'm trying to do what these young people doing." And you like,
Oh,
"Nah."
shoot. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Day party, you know. I want, and being, God closed the door. He mean for you to look out a window.
Mm,
So us being downloaded our second album 11 million times illegally, that meant one thing for me, that 11 million people know me.
facts.
And so even though it was hard as a group or an artist then, it was getting me prepared for another way. So I created a QR code and started working with cannabis products and put the QR code, which had my music on it, and people scan it with their phone, on the cannabis products. And before COVID, vape pen, gummy bear, uh, AGO or whatever they call it, chronic, whatever you're doing. And I just put the QR code on it and you scan it with your phone. And you had the music, but you had the chronic. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying? And so $20 from 5,000 people, I just stayed on the ground, and now I own my own dispensary. Kids graduated, and now I want to share some of the music that we once, danced around to, and just in a different setting, in a fresh breath of air.
Well, you're doing that. I mean, you've released records, and then I'm gonna get to that. Like, my next question is, what is one of your favorite performances that's not popular?
Mm, Probably my favorite performance that probably is not really popular and people hadn't seen. Um, I think I was in Iraq. You know, we went over when first time we went to war, and we went
Mm,
to Iraq.
mm-hmm.
Nappy, Nappy Roots was voted by the soldiers who they most wanted to see in rap, and we finished second at Jay-Z or something. And we went over there, and first time seeing 22,000 soldiers in Saddam International Airport and being on foreign soil and singing songs from back home. And that many people resonate, with your music and can have that common denominator of watermelon chicken and grits. Was probably one of my key performances that no one knows.
That's what's up. I remember, I mean, speaking on my age, but remember all that, okay?
Uh,
And you already spoke on the sacrifices you made because you had to step away to be a father, and not many people do that or will do that. So now that you've done it, and like you said, your kid's grown, you done opened up a whole business, you back to the music, and you are almost at your 30-year mark being an being a pioneer. You're a pioneer, but you're almost like, dang, this 3 decades you've been doing this. So what
quarter
does
century.
yes? So what does legacy and longevity mean to you?
Ah man, when I talked to Prince, I was in such a disarray and with what was happening to me. And he was like, "You are who you are.
Mm,
No one made you. Like, no one produced those records. Nobody produced Awnaw or Po Folks. That sound before you got here." And so I left Big V there and started going by my real name as he changed his name
mm.
and just backed away from it all. I pushed pause on when we came in the game and what music was sounding like. And then when we came, people started making strands of it. So to be the original one and walk away and to really keep my identification, I think music's ready for that again.
Fact.
Like it's in a different place, but it's still in a place. And hip hop is went everywhere. And to create that lane of hip hop was on a porch. She was once married and blow plenty reefer, ate fried corn and center cut pork chop. and being the cat that introduced hip hop to that and barbecue music, and where your pastor and your mom and them can listen to your rap
Mm.
to really bring that back. And this time in a day party form. I'm not somebody trying to take a nap and go out at 11 to mess
Facts.
up my whole next day, you know. So now I'm in day party mode.
I stand. I stand with you, okay? I stand in
Right on,
solidarity, all right?
right on. So now I'm trying to party before dark, get out of the way of the block spinners and the folks that enjoy life.
Mm.
And it's still that this particular project is written in bud, and to really show my motivation through all, and then healing people mentally, not just some hustler. I'm really trying to find out if you're a sativa girl or indica girl, and what gummy bears, and what, you know, and do you got life insurance? You know, buy my album for in a life insurance policy at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, so really trying to do things to help broaden the horizon of working class and representing that.
Okay. You have an accent. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Greater Nashville, more of a Tennessee. My grandma and them from the Ridge, the mountain. And I stayed in Georgia some, and I
Mhm.
stayed in Florida some. I stayed in Tampa Bay, Bruce B. down, and sound just like country, I reckon. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not bad. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, I cannot think of it. You definitely have a very strong accent, but it works. I mean, like you are who you are, like you said, and it comes out in your music. You have a distinctive sound.
Yeah.
So you said you're working on new projects. You want to know what them gummy bears hitting for? If you got that
Yeah.
life insurance policy. So tell us what that new material. What do you have going on?
Like right now, the first song I really want to congratulate Jesus and his work, and
Okay.
just be like, that's him. No matter how you see me, that's him. You
Period.
know, I know I'm already platinum, Jazzy Faye, Anthony Hamilton, but I'm like, whoa, that's him. You know, Nelly country shit, watermelon chicken grits, but hold up, that's him. You
Facts.
know, and it's just me, my 10% offering first,
Mm,
and you're gonna hear songs like that's him and plugs don't take pictures, and sort of like Billie Jean is not my, and songs like that's my dog, and make good memories before you become one, and all night long ain't long enough. You remember how when you was 20 you could go to work and fight, make love, and do all that in one night. At
facts.
my at my age, it's gonna be a nap in between two of those activities. So it's like all night long ain't long enough, you know. So
Right.
yeah, it's one of them Donnie Simpson kind of vibe. We're gonna move the coffee table and dance, and eat us some jerk or stewed chicken. And see, we ain't gonna like, play Uno or something. You know, we gonna.
Somebody said they're taking a nap. Boy, what?
Yo. I still write in cursive, and that's the vibe of this album. It is, and this project is written in bud, and it's still a project like that. Have you ever seen The Funeral of a Good Man? And still that kind of music.
Mhm. I rocks with that. I love it. So, when can we expect the new project?
420.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 20 past 4 somewhere. And you gonna like I said, I got a bunch of singles we're releasing and put it on networks. I got a new song called Day Party, as well as Shoot My Jumper. So I'm still back with that. It's just now that I'm putting it out in strands
Hmm.
instead of chasing some song on the radio. I would rather sell you 100 of good stuff that you want to smoke for a half. I'll get to you 100 a half. with the barcode on there, and you listen to
Okay,
it.
somebody say it's business. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I rather, so the listening party, we're gonna put the lighters up, we're gonna smoke when we hear a banger. And that's gonna be the whole thing throughout, is the whole listening party is um smoking and vibing. Hopefully somebody, send a cut pork chops, drums, and ranch, taking shots. My kind of fun, Uno tournament, spade tournament, my kind of meet and greet, you know.
Okay. Now you have the new, and I noticed you have a lot of singles out. Now I have some singles that I like, and my top favorite, Shades On, which is from your more recent, within the last few years. Shades On and Good Number, they both go hard. What were the inspiration behind those tracks?
Red eyes tell their own story. Yeah, I've been drinking. Y'all know I've been smoking. Michael Jackson and Prince did. Wondering how long I got. High blood killing me. And you wanna rap about a trap. Innocent to proven guilty. Y'all know the life. Don't say shit around that man. He's out there tonight. Not a shooter, plain hoe. Citizens do as you like. Push it. If Mike Vick do right, he'll get a good number. Probably buy another pit in a brand new Hummer. Me, I want a Dodge Ram or a black on black Tundra. 15 in the back, make it sound like thunder. Walmart beat Kroger, they got good number. It ain't nothing different from corporate to a corner.
There's a whole lot of hoopla. Like, when you change your focus, you change who you argue with.
Mm-hmm.
Some people ain't on your level. I got my shades on, and I don't see you pimping. Shades on. Nobody believe you pimping. Shades on. I don't fuck with you pimping. Man, fuck you pimping. I got my shades on. You
Okay.
can't get up here, reserved for right. You know what I mean? Up to date kind of thing. So shades on was that. And then good number was like I was telling you, that 100 a half. I got 14 grams for, you know what I mean? A good number. Like you go to Walmart for a good number, or Kroger
Somebody dead serious. Okay.
for a good number, So it's just, when I do actuality rap from a working class perspective.
Mm.
Like, so it's just, I love my plug like I love my mama. I just need a good number.
Ooh, okay. Somebody dead serious.
I sell that good and blow that thunder. I just need a good number. You know, you know. And just that's why I'm at, just actuality rap and just feelings and emotions.
Mhm.
Like nothing funnier to me than playing Uno, sit next to somebody you love. Draw
Facts.
four, skip her, yellow, reverse. By the time you get up, that motherfucker won't fight you.
Right, because that's like playing spades, okay?
Yeah, yeah. So still working class, fun, Bible beltish, footballish on Sunday. Um, the Ballad of a Country Boy.
Hmm.
And it's still that, still beer drinking, more reefer smoking instead of drinking anymore. I kind of put my heels up on the drinking.
Somebody say, "Listen, I'm getting older. I got some things I got to
Yeah,
cut out."
choices. Yeah, choices. I'm more mushroom than Hennessy now. I like the vibe.
Listen, when you said day parties, I stand. Okay, I mean not with the shrooms and all the other stuff, because I'm like, listen, when
Mm.
I hit a certain age, really after my sister passed away, I stopped drinking. I stopped doing everything. And then I probably low key, no, I ain't gonna say that on record. Never mind. Anywho,
Man, the other part.
never mind.
Yeah,
So keeping it street and keeping it hip hop, why was that important?
I think because if you don't know where you're from when that camera come off, where you
Facts.
gonna go? Like, who are you beyond makeup?
Right.
Like, I think That's why I said I resort back to identity. Like
Hmm.
my first song was that people really took me seriously was all my life been poor, and it really don't matter no more. And so I don't all my life I've been poor, so it wasn't a really big drop either way. You
Right.
know, if you ever been poor, you know, you got one good car and one that might, that you take the boys to practice in. And,
Right.
you go fishing. So I never went beyond that or went beyond that. I never, you know, it's only money, you're taking nothing with you. And
Mm.
then I wasn't into nothing I didn't know.
What is, and here's another question. This is just a random question. It's not random. I really want to know. What is one of your, you've been doing this a long time. You've been interviewing a long time. I've seen several of your interviews that span in, well, not just several, a few. And some interviews are great. Some interviews is like, dang, I wouldn't ask that question. So what are some of your interview or one of your interview pet peeves?
Um, I don't know if we don't connect, kind of bothers me.
Mm,
I think every talk, every move is conditional and never ritual,
right.
you know? And so as long as we own it,
Facts.
and I just don't like no connection. It's like intimacy.
Mm,
Like my partners love sex. I crave it. I love intimacy.
right.
It's better. I'd rather bake a cake to turn me on to get
Okay.
to get drunk in a club.
Somebody said day parties and cooking cake. Okay.
Yeah, I'd win. Put some seven up in. And, bake a cake. Granny she wanted seven up in it, but my auntie was something else. She loved seven up in it. And we we got tricky songs in the way of life in the small town Bible Belt area. But I would simply say though, identity is what I bring, and the Nappy Roots brought to the game. Is Southerners, black men from the country, Midwest. After Nelly split the sea for us, Atlantic come down the road and got the next best thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, it's interesting that you said it. Now that I think of your accent, more Louisiana, but you're not from Louisiana, which is crazy. But you have your accent is so deep. It is crazy. So, tell us about this dispensary. Do you ship out with that barcode? Like, what else you got going on?
Well, for me, it's about the mental health because I come from addiction, meth capital of the
Mm,
world, suicide capital of the world,
mm-hmm.
and people are trying things. They want relief.
Right.
So instead of some headshot trying to sell them some high, I try to give them some relief, whether that's gummy bears for a cancer patient or rather that's an intense conversation on your sativa or indica because you're gonna react a certain way. And people want to know what they're doing when they get high. It's like the black version of walking.
Right.
Yeah. So definitely a lot of mental health, and I employ a few displaced parents that need flexible time with their kids and still have a job. I got a young lady, her child has diabetes, so she got to be on call all the time. 8-year-old child. So I do a lot of things with my dispensary, and there's a lot of kids having seizures and that, lithium and Ritalin kind of kids, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to use something. So you kind of try to give them a natural kind of antidote to help parents out as well.
Right.
So try to figure out doctoring during hip hop, and the music is the common denominator. Being Nappy Roots is a trusted brand throughout the South. So it makes things easier with the cannabis.
Well, it's more like your community versus just
Yeah,
artists. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I'm not just necessarily like if I wanted to blast the music out, it would be like getting scanned. So
Right.
I go on tour in the legal states and meet you that way and sell the project 100 a half. Or you might want sea moss for your lungs, or you may want coconut oil for your massage. And we have those items as well. So just relaxation of a 40-year-old past the club, hot tub, fire pit, actuality.
Somebody said, "Listen, I done got old. I got everything that 40 and up need. The sea
Yeah,
moss, I stand. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
now that I can do."
yeah. So that's why I say we got a hat to fit you. I mean, we just promoting health, mental health. And then, where did it go wrong?
Right.
How how will it be right? And we got this thing called finding your you. Like, what color? What's your favorite color? Your favorite song? And if your person don't know that, why are they your person?
Facts.
So we work on identity thoroughly.
I like that. I like that you say that, and that is your focus. That has always been your focus. It just you brought it out more. Something aroused you and brought it out more. Um, I don't know. Are you on TikTok?
Oh, my people work my site. I still sign in cursive, so they have to show me here. This is this. But I'm getting better, fluent, left. The Android, I'm on Apple now, and.
Okay, he done
OG,
graduated.
yo. They're like, hey man, OG, you gonna get lost in the sauce. I know. So I'm converting. Was in 4 movies last year.
Uh-huh.
45 seconds was really great. And now I'm writing movies. And I've always did scores and the music when getting to this point. But the last album working with Rico Wade and the Dudgeon family, and they did the whole album of Nappy Roots, I learned to produce. So instead of sitting at a table in Atlanta, I went home and built my own.
Okay.
And so now it's like, okay, yeah, I'm willing to share this part.
There ain't nobody but God, like you said. So now, only thing left is your tiny desk performance.
I think that'd be dope. I was impressed with Scarface Tiny Desk performance. I I was like, wow. And a lot of friends brought it to me and was like, y'all got so similar traits. I would love to see you guys. Like, and I was like, huh. And, I always looked at it like BB King and Bobby Blue Bland, just
Mhm.
2 guys who sang the blues. He from Southwest, I'm from Southeast. And I've never met him. But I'm such a fan. And I would love to work with him, I guess, and because
Right.
we got some similar traits. So people could hear the difference and beauties of our talent.
I think
Uh,
it's only right.
yeah, and I think it'd be like Mike and Kobe, you
Facts.
know, or Mike and LeBron, however they see it. Uh, but I think it would be dope, really dynamic. Um, except for I got a few more voices. You heard Ray Charles and the Cookies when he was, the right time, baby.
Oh
You know,
yeah, night and day.
yeah, yeah. We gonna come through like that. No church boys still squalling.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Jeezy just did his too, so it's only right that y'all or you get out there and show the new generation what it was back then and how it is now, because your bars is crazy. Like that has never, like, they say if you don't use it you lose it.
Mm,
However long you stay out of the game, when you came back fresh. It wasn't corny. It wasn't. Your raps are definitely thought provoking. It's unparalleled, I think, and we don't have that. Like Meg the Stallion. Like when we
thank
think
you.
about bars, what was
Thank
that?
you. Oh, I just, right now, I've always been a lyricist, but I get a lot of credit for my voice. And in Nappy Roots, I didn't rap long enough for you to really like, oh, he dynamic. I was
Mhm.
more magic Magic Johnson in that photo. I had to bring the ball up, rebound, defense, in that. And now I'm more of a settled artist. Like
Right.
when I introduced you to Jazzy Faze, them country boys is on the ride with the wheel on the side. And just, that Kentucky porch music.
Right.
And at the same time, the first 500,000 copies of Po Folks was my voice. I met Anthony Almond in the day of the video shoot. And at that time, we were just proud to be there
Right.
and didn't know the nature of the business. Like with these guys that doing big things. And I often hook up with Anthony. We did the music Soul Child verses for my birthday last year.
Oh,
And that was really great with Anthony. It just would seem like what we done for the South with the South and the power. It seemed like that would have been more open doors. Or partners hollering, "Yeah, hey, man, let me put you back.
hmm.
And then, but I left Nappy Roots, so I don't know how people feel about the group or me
Oh,
as separate identities. You see what I'm saying? They
right.
never seen it like this, and so I'm super excited to share my music.
Right.
Like you heard Awnaw in the church organs, or you heard Po Folks and that dynamic. But I think we missed the point. I got some really different dynamics, and I want to share those this time.
No, you sharing them. I mean, that's why I listen to words. I listen to the beat drives me too because you on what was that? Good number. You definitely had the 808s. You had a Magic Mike beat. So with your lyrics, that was just a perfect marriage. So I listen to all elements of music to make it come together. If it don't make sense, I'm like, what did he
Uh,
just say?
okay, I'm checking your hip hop. I see your brother. Said the bars is deep. Thank you, and I really try to hold that tight to to really, baby girl, get you something to eat. She was singing in the studio for me. I'm still
Oh,
running through your hands, and thank you.
see you tomorrow.
All right, we coming to Atlanta. I'm bringing the band with me. That section of chocolate, they sound so good, won't you agree? But now they were working out in the bag and rehearsing. I got the studio in the back of my shop. So I'm an in-house shop and I'm still doing what I'm doing and still trying to bring you more acts. And I got the pleasure of introducing you to Anthony and Jazzy Faye on Watermelon Chicken and Grits. And then that got me in the room with Raphael and the bad boys at, LA at night and got to be on Kanye's Genius and things turned around and went and spun. And so I learned some things that I'm willing to share this time.
Well, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm happy to be even in this interview with you because I am certainly a fan. So, with that being said, where can viewers follow you? I'm already following you on IG. Where can they download your music?
Right now on all platforms, Apple, uh, all that good stuff. Like I said, I still write with incursive intent, and we getting up to a function and move like that. And thank you for being a fan. It feels good being appreciated by someone who really sift lyrics and could pick anything. And when you say good number and the dynamic of, I always thought Tupac made me see things nobody could see.
Hmm.
And as homage, I wanted to do the soldier, the instrumental of that, the good number, and really show how hip hop really, we cut up too.
Right.
And so Kentucky could have they say, and you could hear more like geographically, I'm more from the Midwest than when you consider the South. Kentucky is connected with 5 states. It borders Ohio, West Virginia, Indiana, Tennessee, as well as what's it down there, Illinois. So It's got some few strands growing in it. If it were bud, it'd have a bunch of purple and orange hair. So the dynamic of that. And it's great talking to someone who knows what they're listening to and listening for.
Well, I'm a hip hop head, a hip hop fan, or however you want to describe it. So listen, I wanted to be MC Light growing up. So if that tells you anything,
Ooh, life was special and
Light
is
was
special.
facts.
Paper thin. We used to have it on our VCR tape. You know, and clip the
Yes.
videos, yeah. And
Baby
you know,
go.
yeah. I like sweet tea on the smooth tip. And
Yes.
yeah, we watched Juice and all that, you know. And I didn't know they wore Timberlands and shorts until I went to Rap City. You know, I was a removal fashion. The biggest store we had was Walmart.
Right.
You know.
Still.
Where you,
Still the
where,
biggest store.
where you can get a T-bone and a white tee. You know, yeah, so yeah, country. And so to really be around people who really listen for the craft is really a gift from God that don't have a number on it. So that's when you said pet peeve about an interview, I didn't run into that. I ran into something special, a dynamic energy. And we pushing our part. We pushing hip hop along. She's 50 years old this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely, like I said, I got a double album basically. And it's really gonna be fun.
We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to that first release on 420, which is
420.
we know what
Written
the
in bud.
listen, the significance of that date, 420, y'all already know what it is, okay?
The highest day of the year is 20 past 4, somewhere or another. You know.
Facts. So thank you so much, Big V. And keep me up, keep me in the loop.
For sure, and likewise, keep on keeping on, and I'll see you ASAPer.
Okay.
What we do to get here? Say that, boy. Lay it down and bring it to you raw. Say that, boy. And now we heard some, suffer for more. Taste what we work for. Head for the cussing, but the hatred it made us cuss more. Held on, it was hard. Stepped up, took charge, ran through what we scared of.